Welcome to the screencast on full searches in Transana. Transana supports two types of searches: quick searches, which are the subject of another screencast, and full searches, which will be presented in this screencast. Full searches use Transana's search interface to allow you to specify exactly the search you want to pursue an idea you have about your data. Full searches can be broad and simple, like quick searches, but they can also be extremely targeted and precise when you would like them to be. To initiate a full search, we start in the database tree in Transana's data window, and we right-click the search node. We select Search from the menu, and that gives us Transana's search interface. The first thing you should do when initiating a search in Transana is to give your search a good descriptive search name, preferably one that will provide you with enough information to allow you to recreate the search terms if you want to do that later. It's not uncommon to perform a number of searches in a single session when exploring your data in this way, and it's very easy to forget what search is associated with which search results in the absence of good search names. Our first example will be a search for all quotes or clips created using the standard creation method. We'll type that in as our search name. Next, choose the scope of your search. Transana's search interface allows you to search for documents, episodes, quotes, clips, and snapshots that meet the criteria that you've specified. By default, however, documents and episodes are not included as they tend to be too large to be useful in the context of most search results. In this case, we'll leave the default specification in place. Next, you specify your search criteria. You may recall from earlier screencasts that Transana allows you to specify the analytic meaning of a particular quote, clip, or snapshot through placing it in a themed collection, as well as through adding analytic keywords to the data item. The search interface allows you to specify both of these properties. The Collections tab is very straightforward. By default, Transana looks in all collections in your database. This tab, however, allows you to remove some collections from consideration. Simply remove the check mark from in front of the collections that you don't want to be considered during the collection of search results. In this case, we want to include both of the collections in our very small data set, so we won't change anything. The Keyword tab allows you to specify what keywords should be included in the search criteria and includes basic Boolean operators to allow you to specify more complex searches. Our first search is to find all quotes or clips created using the standard creation method. Let's translate that into the keyword portion of our search criteria. We'll start by opening a pair of parentheses. Next, we'll select the Transana Concepts Keywords group and the quote keyword. We can click this button to add the selected keyword to our search query, or we could just double-click the keyword in the list. We want all quotes and all clips that use the standard creation method to be included in our search results. When you think about it, that means that we would want all items coded as a quote or coded as a clip. So we now choose the Boolean OR operator. We don't want to limit our search results to data coded as both a quote and a clip, which is what the AND operator would get us. Clicking the OR button adds it to our search query below. Now we'll locate and add the Transana Concepts clip keyword, and we'll close our parenthesis pair. We don't want all quotes or clips, but only those that were created using the standard creation method. So we'll add an AND operator to our search query and select our Transana Concepts standard creation method keyword. Be sure to watch the screencast on the use of parentheses in search specification for important information about the subtleties of search criteria specification. So let's review what we've done. We've named our search. We've indicated that we're only interested in quotes, clips, and snapshots in the results set. We've indicated that Transana should look at all collections, and we've specified a set of keywords in our search query. The current search will return all quotes, clips, and snapshots that have either the Transana Concepts quote keyword or the Transana Concepts clip keyword, as well as having the Transana Concepts standard creation method keyword. That's exactly what we want, and now we'll press the search button at the bottom of the search interface to perform our search. We can see that Transana returns a search result set of quotes, clips, and snapshots in collections. We can look at the standard clips in the Transana analysis collection and understand what they contain based on our knowledge of this data set and based on the names that we've given these data items. But what about these two items in the quick quotes and clips collection? It seems a little counterintuitive that we have a quick quote and a quick clip that have been coded under the standard creation method keyword. Let's look at the search collection report and see what that's about. When we look at the report, we can see that these items represent definitions of the terms standard quotes and standard clips. The coding makes sense, but that's not really what we're looking for in this search. These are false positive results. We can drop these items from our search results. We simply right-click the items or their collection and choose Drop from Search Results. We're left with a set of quotes, clips, and snapshots about the standard creation method, which is exactly what we wanted. Let's do another full search, this time looking for all quotes and clips created using the quick creation method. We'll right-click the search node and choose Search from the menu. This gives us Transana's search interface. We'll give our search a name. We'll leave the items to include as selecting quotes, clips, and snapshots, and leave the collection specification at the default of including all collections. And we'll add the keywords we want. That's open parenthesis, Transana Concepts, quote, or Transana Concepts, clip, and Transana Concepts, quick creation method. You may notice that the search button at the bottom of the search interface is disabled. Transana's search interface is carefully engineered so that it will only allow you to perform a search when you have a legal and valid search defined. If the search button is not enabled, check your search query carefully. In this case, we can see that we specified an opening parenthesis at the beginning of our search, but we forgot to close that pair of parentheses at the appropriate spot. Let's undo our last couple of steps, click the closing parentheses, and complete our search result again. You can see that the search button is now enabled. Be sure to watch the screencast on the use of parentheses in search specification for important information about the subtleties of search criteria specification. Before we perform our search, we have the option of saving the current search specification. When we develop a useful search, we can save it and use it later on data that we may have modified or expanded. Saving a search specification is one way to preserve an idea or analytic insight within Transana for repeated use. When we perform our search, Transana returns a single collection with 7 quick quotes and 5 quick clips. We can run a search collection report to see the contents of these data items and can view the media clips either individually or with Transana's Play All Clips function. We may choose to modify the contents of the search result based on this review of the data, in this case, removing 2 false positive results. If our search results reveal something important about our data, we may want to convert the search result to a collection. Saving data in a collection is one of the ways one embodies theoretical understanding of data in Transana. To do that, we right-click the search name and select the Convert to Collection option from the menu. We can name our collection if the current name doesn't suit, and Transana will create the necessary collections, populating them with copies of the quotes, clips, and snapshots displayed in the search result. If you try to exit Transana while you still have search results being displayed, Transana will prompt you to confirm that you really want to exit. That's because search results that have not been converted to collections are not part of Transana's database and will therefore disappear when you close the program. Most of the time, that's appropriate, but Transana wants to give you one last opportunity to save any search results that you might wish to convert to a collection.